Good morning, Gary. I do hope you can hear me this morning. Okay, good. How are you doing? Okay, good. Oh, well, let's see. I got quite a bit of lag, it looks like. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Wow, I just started and I'm lagging so far behind. It's kind of crazy. I mean, way behind. Now let me count it and see what it is. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Now, anytime you think you're lagging, I don't know. I mean, you got to put your you know where that little scroll bar is down on the bottom, where you fast forward and rewind and stuff like that. You can grab that little red ball, red line, and pull it across. That's what I just had to do. Hi, Nickel. Good morning. How are you? So we'll continue with the Zen Garden this morning. Not do very much on this page. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. And we can zoom in about like that probably. See, this is one of these, I don't know why, but it's like, I wish I could zoom into where I could just have the whole picture on camera. Good morning, Dee Dee. I'm going to zoom this back out just a little bit. I want to see if I can just have, that probably won't be too bad like that maybe. Let me see if I can adjust the camera just a touch. Oh, they definitely need to help us out, but I guess we get what we pay for. I don't pay anything for YouTube, so well, I did make a New Year's resolution, guys. I did that yesterday. I have decided that for my New Year's resolution, I want to finish this page this year. There is so much on this page, but it's going to be good practice for Kirby Roseanne's T Rex. So, I don't think I've seen that book. That sounds like it. Just the name of it. Sound. Where's Waldo? Yeah. Okay. That sounds like it might be complicated. There's just so many different types of flowers in here. Like I found like little tiny piece of the same kind of flower where you can just barely see a little tiny piece of it. I didn't even know it was there. So I got about maybe two or three more of these kind of flowers. Well, there's several on the outside, around the outside edge I still have to find. Hey Danielle, Happy New Year. Well, that was mine too, Sherry, up until yesterday. I haven't been feeling good the last couple of days, guys. Not like with the flu or anything, but my heart's been acting. I've been getting dizzy, lightheaded. Oh, okay. Now, see, that's not something I would have realized. You did an art journal page? All right, that sounds kind of cool. I've never done anything like that, so I don't really know what that entails, but well, Sherry, that's what I was going to mention was like I said, I've not been feeling good the last couple of days. I told Casey about it just so she's aware, but I like came off of my blood thinners last the end of last week. So now I'm not taking any of those medications anymore. And I think that is the issue right now. I'm just readjusting, I think. I can't I have to get an entirely new cardiologist. I can no longer see the one I was. My insurance won't pay for it. But yeah, like when you take blood thinners, from what I understand, like if you're going to have some kind of surgical procedure, they want you to stop a couple of weeks prior to that so the blood can return to normal consistency. And I think that's what I'm experiencing at this point. Or at least I hope that's what's happening. Dee Dee, how you been feeling? Because I know you were dealing with some flu issues, weren't you? Uh, oh man, look, my pencil sharpener stole the end of my pencil. Oh, okay, Dee Dee. Now, Sherry, I did not just stop taking medication. The doctor stopped prescribing the medication because I can't see that doctor anymore. All right, I got to see what I can do about fixing this. Oh, okay. Danielle, is it helping? I mean, actually helping? Yeah, the cardiologist had already taken me off of everything except for the blood thinner, and he never did actually tell me don't take it anymore. I just never got any more refill of it because when I went to see him, they wouldn't even see me the last time I went over there because my insurance won't cover it. They called them, so I wasted my trip over there. But that being the case, there was no more refills called in on that blood thinner. So, but I think that's what it probably is what I'm dealing with. I don't think that like my heart doesn't feel like it jumped out of rhythm. Not I don't feel like I did when I got sick. But I've just been having a few little issues that I haven't had ever since I actually started taking the medication. So anyway, well, that's the thing. I'm going to have to be able to my, the nurse practitioner that I see as a primary care provider will have to figure out a new cardiologist who is actually in my insurance network that I can see. Only reason I can't keep seeing the same one I was seeing is because he is in Kentucky and I don't live in Kentucky. So my Medicaid will not pay for Kentucky doctors. I gotta try to do something with this pencil sharpener here, guys. I'm gonna try to change the tip. Maybe it'll sharpen a little bit better. See this right here? I want to show you guys something. See how the core is not in the center? Not exactly in the center. You can tell it's not because it sharpens one side, not the other side. That's what I'm hoping for, Sherry. But I'm not gonna worry about going just yet. I want to see what happens here. So I'm trying to get this pencil to sharpen, but because the core is not exactly centered, it's really hard to do. Oh, Danielle, that's awesome. Have you been using them? Oh, it works better that way? I just took my little X-Acto knife and just shaved off that little bit of wood, and then I readjusted on the back of the pencil sharpener and set it to where I wasn't trying to sharpen it to quite as sharp a tip. I made it real blunt, and then I reset it to the sharper side, and that seemed to help. Oh, okay. And what brand did you say those were? I know you told us the other day what brand they were. Good morning, TK. Happy New Year. Oh yeah, Brute Fooner. I remember now. Oh, okay, TK. Well, I hope you get to feeling better. Oh, I had to readjust my fan over there and get it turned on. Oh, you guys know what I had to do? I had to redo the YouTube so I could actually get audio. I had to redo the YouTube on my camera here. But then I had been having an issue with YouTube for a few days on my TVs also. It wasn't working right, which was weird. So yesterday I had to restart the app on both of my televisions, and that fixed the problem. They started working correctly. And Wednesday night, after I did that live stream, Wednesday evening, as soon as I got finished with that live stream, my listening device over here would not work. I could not get it to wake up. I had to reset it also. All my electronics that require some kind of signal through the airwaves all started messing up at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden, everything of mine that depends on the Wi-Fi signal, except for my laptop, started messing up. Well, actually, I should say everything kind of that was like Google and YouTube related, because Google owns YouTube. Well, it could have been some kind of update, but they need to let people know about stuff. It's just like nothing about YouTube told me to do an update or anything like that. There wasn't even an update available for YouTube. I just uninstalled and reinstalled it. It did? That's weird. Well, I'm happy to say I haven't had any more game issues since I uninstalled and reinstalled my game, but of course I lost all that gameplay. This page has a lot of different styles of leaves on it too, and it's kind of hard to tell where some of them connect because there's so many different layers. For a second, guys. Dee Dee, didn't I see that you found the missing books? I thought I remembered you saying that. I gotta just sit here for a couple of minutes, guys. We'll just sit here and chat. I've got several books I have not colored any pictures in, but that's what I've been doing is kind of going through some of these that Sherry sent me and picking out a picture. I'll be right back, guys. I need to grab me something to drink. I might actually have to look through my books and do a count and see how many I have not colored in, but there are several. I'm just kind of sitting here leaning on my table, guys. Oh, right now I just like, I get dizzy. I don't have energy. Like my hands and my arms are just so heavy. I don't feel like holding a pencil in my hands. I can't really do anything, but I think it's just from medication. I don't need to go to a doctor or anything just yet. I want to see if I can just get through this for maybe a few days and then it will subside. I think that's how it will be because when I'm when I'm sitting back like relaxing in my recliner, I don't feel my heart palpitations like I have in the past for a number of years now. If I don't start feeling better within the next 2 or 3 days, then I will go back to the doctor. I just want to give it a chance. But my first thought was that my heart may have jumped out of rhythm again. But no, no, I wouldn't feel better. It's too early. It's too quick for me to run back to a doctor just because I felt some kind of way. Because it's not constant. I don't just stay that way. If all of a sudden I got lightheaded like I did when I first got sick, and I just absolutely couldn't do anything without passing out, then yes, I would have already been back at the doctor. But it's not constant. And that's what makes me think it's probably my heart readjusting to the blood returning to its normal consistency. Because as that happens, the heart muscle actually has to start working a little bit harder. And where my heart muscle, because of my condition for the past 12 years, my heart muscle is not in shape. It doesn't have strength. That's one reason why I want to buy a bicycle to help me increase that cardio. So I know that my heart muscle itself is very like tired, so to speak, simply due to a lack of exercise. Because I spent 12 years being told not to do anything. Sherry, are you coloring on a picture this morning? I can tell. Well, I am lagging so far behind again. Man, I think YouTube just does not like us people who stream from mobile devices. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And when I first started, it was at 5. And now we're up to 12. So my lag has more than doubled since I started. Oh, okay. Working on a mandala. Welcome back, Danielle. Yeah, it's like the the YouTube just doesn't want to render our stuff. Oh, I got to show you something, Dee Dee. I just now remembered it. So let me finish this right here. Well, actually, I am. I got to put that pencil down. Whew. Let me show you this something, Dee Dee. So let me zoom out here for a second, guys. Whew. That's kind of how I am too, Dee Dee. It's like I may not, if I don't color in them, so I can show off pictures in them, I can at least say, hey, look, Sherry sent me this book. I wanted to show you this book, Dee Dee, that I did the New Year's picture in, the one with the clock. Because the reason I bought this book, oh man, the reason I bought this book, I got it at Ollie's, and I was looking through this book, and look here, this is the whole reason why I bought this book. Where is it? Yeah, at Ollie's. Look here. This is the reason I bought this book. It had this picture of this tractor in it. So I bought the book. And to be honest, you know where we've seen this tractor before, but to be honest, this clock was the only picture in the whole book that I would probably actually choose to color. But I wanted to show you that because that's why I bought this book. It had that tractor in it. Oh, it had a train on there too. I didn't know. I didn't pay attention to that. Oh yeah, there is a locomotive on there with the coal car behind it. Yeah, I saw it there on the same page. I went back and looked. I saw it down there. But yeah, that tractor is the whole reason why I bought that book. It had that tractor in it. I bought that book with just for a picture that was in it that I don't even plan to color. Not really. I may color that tractor. I may not. Oh wow, that sounds pretty awesome. Now Mount Shasta, where's that located? Is that in Washington State? I mean, I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar geographically exactly where it's located. Okay, Danielle, God bless you. Happy New Year. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. Okay, I wasn't sure. Oh, an hour south. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I mentioned it being in Washington, and then I saw your text that said it is, and I was thinking, oh, I was right. I wish I could go like on Amazon and do a virtual flip through of coloring books. I have kind of wondered about that because a lot of times, like on the YouTube, I mean on the Amazon stuff, when you look at the book, you see the front cover. You might see a description that tells you how many pages are in the book, and then you see like the back cover that has maybe three or four of the pictures that are in the book. Well, I can understand that, Dee Dee. I mean, I probably would too, but I'm just saying it would be nice to be able to actually do a flip through of a book on Amazon before you decide whether you want to buy it. Because, I was actually looking at coloring books on there last night and I bookmarked a couple of them, but there were some of them, the only thing you could see about the book was the front cover, even though it did have a picture on Amazon that gave you like the information, how many pages in the book, but then it would show the back cover, but there would be no image on the back cover. There would just be a blank page. So it's like you knew absolutely nothing about what was inside that book. Yeah, I would say in order to be able to do a flip through kind of thing, especially like online, you'd have to upload each page individually and stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. But I normally don't get on Amazon and then get on YouTube and try to find videos for that particular book. But that would be a good idea if I actually did want. But I would have to go to the store, find or look on Amazon, get the name of the book, and then get on YouTube, search it up. Although I don't feel like doing all that. I don't want to invest all that effort. I've watched a couple of those haul type videos, coloring halls. I've watched other kind of haul videos also. I watch a coloring haul video. As I'm watching it, I'm on Amazon bookmarking stuff that I see. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, Dee Dee. Is that the name of it? Called The Last Book? Sherry, is that what it's called? The Last Book? Oh, Dreamland. Okay. I was just wondering because where it says the last book up there, it was all capitalized. I thought maybe that was the title. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look that book up on Amazon now. All right, I bookmarked that Dreamland. Just add it to the list. Did y'all see that picture that Monty posted? The AI generated one that he made for me? Oh, okay. He posted it on the viewer post page. It's actually a really cool looking picture, AI made picture, because it actually represents like it has the farming simulator element, the coloring element. It even has a picture of me with my ukulele in it. But I did tell him, I told him I'd like to be able to use it on the channel, maybe like make a thumbnail out of it. But he has to correct the spelling of my name. So he told me he'd fix it. Yeah, he's been making some AI videos. I watched a couple of, haven't watched all of them because that's not really my genre. But I was like happy to see that he was doing something, creating something. It will be really nice once he fixes the spelling of my name. You can't spell my name wrong because that's not me. It had my picture in it, my image, my likeness. but not my name. Now I've got several of these around the outside edge of this mandala to get finished. Some of them I already did down here on the bottom side. Let's see, where is this one at as far as camera is concerned? Okay, so I think all of them will be on camera, except maybe at the top I might have to move the book a little bit. They are very tucked in there, some of them. Like there are some spots, like right here, for example, that's a little tiny spot of one of these flowers totally hidden down here. Here's another one right there. But I do think I have found all of this particular pattern, with the exception of these spots on the outside. I think I got the rest of them. Yes, on the outer edge too. At first I didn't notice these little pieces that I'm coloring right here either. Ah, welcome back, Dee Dee. Pasta salad for breakfast. Well, good morning, view. I had to do that yesterday for my Coke Zero. Only one. At one time, Pepsi was about the only soft drink I drank. Now I drink Coke Zero. But for a long time, the only soda I drink was Pepsi. In fact, the only reason I changed from Pepsi to Coke is because I moved to Daytona Beach, Florida, and I got a job at IHOP, and they serve Coke products, not Pepsi products. And because we got free drinks, I ended up getting used to the Coke. Well, now I don't like running out of stuff that that I like either. I was like that even when I quit smoking. I never could quit smoking if I didn't have cigarettes available because I felt like I was forced to quit. It wasn't by choice. Well, I say if you want to drink a soda, drink a soda. Unless there's some medical reason you can't be drinking them. All right, I think I only got one more of these to do. Well, there we go then. See? I can't tell that it's ever helped my breathing, but scientifically it's probably supposed to. But my sinuses are messed up, so. Well, that's pretty good to be able to get doctor's approval. They told me to stop drinking Coke. But that was my nutritionist. All right, I think that was the last of that particular flower. Yeah, I don't drink much coffee anymore either. It used to be coffee and Pepsi was the only two things I drank. More coffee than Pepsi, but I don't really drink coffee much anymore now unless I go out to eat or I'm at Stacy's house. I have coffee with her in the mornings. Have you ever taken any of those like caffeine pills just to see if how they work for you, perhaps? I know they make caffeine pills. Oh, I was just curious. I know the last few times I've made coffee here at home, I end up just wasting it. So I really don't make it very often. Now I think we can zoom in just a little bit. I want to do some of these leaves. So we're going to just tip it down a little bit, but we'll zoom in just a little bit more. See if I can go in just a little bit more. There. I think that I'll be able to have everything I'm going to do. Well, now see, Dee Dee, that kind of makes me want to go make some coffee. But I'm not going to. I really wanted to make some yesterday, but I didn't because I know I'll waste it. Oh, there are too many leaves, and they're all different types of leaves. So for right now, I'm going to start with the leaves that are attached to this design. We've got four of them that have these leaves. The other ones, we can't see those leaves. I'm sure they're supposed to have them, but they're buried. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to have to approach it, the process of elimination. Well, hi, Trevor. How are you? All right, good. I'm glad. Trevor, do you do adult coloring? Hey, Billy. Well, thank you, Billy. Yeah, I think it will look pretty cool when it's done, but boy, is it going to take some work to get it done. Oh yeah, it's very detailed, but it's going to be good practice for my when I get ready to do the that T-Rex in Kirby Roseanne's. Uh-oh. Uh-huh, I just found something. Well, it might take a little while. You might have to move them around a little bit to find out the best way that it's going to work within the space and still be able to do what you want them to do, serve their purpose, you know. All right, now let me show you guys what I just found. I have to zoom in on this right here so you guys can see. Let me see here. I'll zoom back here in a minute. I'll change it back again. But if we look right here, just right here between these two leaves, we can see that there's one of these flowers sitting right under here. So that means I'm going to have to very carefully go back and look to see if one of these is sitting where it's not sitting somewhere else. Yep, see, here's another one right here. I found another one right there. And I thought I had found all of this particular flower, but see, I just now found two more. That's exactly right. And then let's see, there was another one. Now, where was it? I just found a second one. Now I've got to try to figure out where the other one was. I of it. There was one here. Well, goodness, I'm not finding that one now. I know I just saw a second one that was tucked underneath. Well, now I don't know where it was. I don't remember where I found it. I found a second one and now I don't know where it was. All right, well, I can't spend more time looking for that. I'll find it again eventually. Let's zoom back out just a little bit. Well, Sherry, that's what I was looking for. And they do follow a pattern. I'm going to zoom back out for just a minute. One thing I figured out about this particular mandala, it is kind of the same because like if we look just at these blue flowers, we can see they go around. The problem is it's like these here that we have like on the outside that are hidden. But some of them, even though the pattern's in the same spot, they're covered up. It makes it, except for a little teeny tiny spot on some of them. So that's why I've been having trouble. There's just much of it is covered up. It's like there is no pattern, even though there is the pattern. But see, this is weird because if we look at just the way these two are positioned here and here, then we should be able to come to the next flower, which would be like here, and find the same thing, but we can't. Anyway, I can't find the other one. I did find two of the dark blue flowers, just a little tiny piece of them. And now I can't find it again, so. That's what I'm thinking, Sherry. The more I can just start eliminating things by getting them colored in, then the more I'll be able to recognize other parts, I think. Oh, I found some more of these leaves. Yep, sure did. Actually, a bunch more, which is nice. See, just like you were talking about, Sherry, like pattern, because I was just looking for the pattern. So if we look out here, we can see, even though some of it's covered up, we still have the same leaves up here and out here and here. It is almost exactly like, or find a needle in the haystack. I'll change the zoom here in just a minute, guys. When I get this one done, we'll zoom in on a section a little bit closer. I think this will probably be okay for now. Just for get this last set of leaves right here. I believe this is the first time I've ever done a mandala of this style where things overlap so much and overlap differently. That's about right, Dee Dee. That's all I can do is just start eliminating. All right, now we can zoom back in a little bit. All right, let's see here. Maybe we just start right over here on this side. Boy, it's a good thing I didn't decide to make this page my left-handed challenge. We might be, if I'd have done that, we might have been here for a long time on this page. We probably will be anyway, but I was thinking about doing a stained glass picture because you sent me a book that has it's about stained glass has stained glass images. I was thinking I might attempt one of those as my left hand challenge. Or I should say my non dominant hand. So that might be the next thing after this picture. I'm not sure. I will not be able to color left-handed as easily as it looked like View was able to. I don't anticipate doing as good as she did. Oh, it's going to be extremely difficult for me. I can't use my left hand. I can't write. I can't draw. And I know I used to not be able to color left-handed. When I was a kid, I couldn't hardly do it. But if I could do it, then it wouldn't really be a challenge. All right, I gotta just sit here for a minute, guys. Starting to look better the more color I get on it. Well, thank you, Sherry. I kind of just grabbed two different greens, one light, one dark. I didn't really pay that much attention to what colors they were. Just some contrast. I just gotta sit here for a minute, guys. I don't really have the energy even to pick up my pencils. It does work nice being beside those blue, the darker blue, doesn't it? Let's see if I can do one more set of leaves here, and then I'll have to go take a quick break. Oh, okay. I'd say by the time I get this one finished, I'll be wishing I had Danielle's 520 colors. Oh, and turquoise. Now, I always kind of thought that turquoise was in the blue family. I don't know for sure, but parrot green. Oh, I think I have a parrot green in something. I think I've seen that name on one of my pencils somewhere. I can't remember. It might have been maybe in the Prismacolor. That, yeah, that might have been in the, I do have turquoise. The Arctics. I thought I saw a parrot green on one of the pencils I have, but it doesn't look like Colura has that one. It might have been a Prismacolor. I can't remember. And maybe I just heard somebody mention it before. I'm using a brilliant green and a bean green. Now that's a real possibility, Sherry. Dee Dee, parrot green. All right, guys, I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I don't believe I have a pastel blue in my. I know the Couleur does not have pastel blue. I do have sky blue. I'm not sure about deep sky blue, but and I think I'm pretty sure I have ultramarine also, but I don't think I have pastel blue. But I need to use colors like that, like ultramarine and stuff, aqua and uh, turquoise and stuff like that. I don't do a lot with those kind of colors. On here will be a good opportunity for me to use some of those colors I don't use a lot. Now here's one of the things that's kind of tricky, like with this one here, this mandala. Like we know that this type of flower has this bunch of leaves attached to it. So if we come over here, we know that this flower has these leaves facing the outside. The question is, do any of them stick out over here somewhere? See, like this right here? Actually, if we look right here, there's a leaf that actually belongs to this flower right here. It's sticking out right there. And then maybe this underneath here too. Yeah, see, I can't really say I use my colors like evenly distributed. Because like when I figure out like a couple of colors that will work good together for blending, I tend to try to stay with that instead of experimenting. That, I think that kind of makes sense, Sherry, because you have all of them laid out there where you can actually see all of them at the same time without having to like flip through the pages of a case or something like that. So that might actually be a good idea using the wraps like you have. Well, now, see, I noticed that in one of the pictures that you had sent me that all the tips are closest to you. And I don't use the barrel when I pick my colors. I don't use the barrel either. I use the tip. I look at the tips. I think that's partially why I don't ever know the name of the color that I'm using because I don't pay attention to it. I just grab the color that I want to use by the color of the barrel, and then that's what I use. I don't really look at the name. Now, Sherry, do you like maybe DD2? Those of you with more experience, do you still have to swatch your colors, or do you kind of, I mean, for your blends to see if they'll work together, or uh, do you just have enough experience that that's something you don't have to do anymore? Hey, Whiskey Creek, Happy New Year to you. How are you? Let's move the camera down just a little bit. That should be good, like that. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'll be right back, guys. Whiskey Creek, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Whew. No. Well, that's pretty much like the rest of us. Well, I kind of have the habit of like the first combinations, like the first greens I found that blend nice together. I kind of tend to stick with those, but at the same time, it's like because I don't pay attention to what the color name is or the pencil number. I just pick a color, and then if I want to, I swatch them. I swatch these two to make sure they would work together, and I just do that. I don't, but I tend to try to stick with what I think. But it's interesting because I say that, but then when I put my pencils back in the case, I don't put them back in any order. They're just a big jumbled up mess. That's why it takes me so long, I think, to like pick out colors because I've got to go through this whole case and try to find that one specific pencil that I'm looking for without knowing the name of it. See, I've got several pencils that have dark green cores, and each one of those dark green cores has a different name, but I call them all dark green because they all look dark green to me. That's how I color everything, guys. Light green, light blue, dark blue, light orange, dark orange. I just noticed that my laptop was buffering. Well, thank you, Whiskey. Let me actually zoom out for a second so you can see the entire picture. I think we should do that. I don't think I'm going to be able to color anymore today anyway. I don't feel good. So I'm probably just going to sit here for a little bit. We're getting started anyway. No, I'm not going to go to the ER, but if I need to, within the next couple days, if I don't feel better, start feeling better within the next couple of days, I will have Casey take me back over to my primary care. So that's not a real big issue right there. I just don't want to do it yet. I don't feel like I need to do it yet. Yeah, I'm not feeling well, but I'm hoping it's just something that's going to pass within the next couple of days. If it doesn't, then yes, I will go see my doctor just to, for the verification of what's going on. But I am thankful for your concern, guys. Oh, thank you, Whiskey. Yeah, the more I can get different things, it's going to start adding up. It's building up. It is actually, I do like it. There's just so much, so many little tiny spots and stuff. But yeah, this is going to look cool when it's done, if I get the right kind of colors in it. So I noticed that some of this stuff is actually hard to see. Like when you look at like these that are on the outside edge, if they're buried, just because that colors aren't showing up very good. Yeah, I'm just kind of going by my experience with my heart condition of the past 12 years and how I can put my hand on my heart and it is not doing the same thing as it was before. Well, that's actually what I am doing. I am listening to my body. Whiskey, I've had to see a doctor on a couple of occasions. Well, I had to see a doctor a lot when I lived in Hawaii. When I got sick, but I've never spent the night in a hospital. I've never had surgery other than in office procedures like I had done on my arm here. But, well, that's true, Dee Dee. Oh, I did. I talked to Casey yesterday, last night, well, yesterday evening, and I let her know. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Whiskey, but thank God you pulled through. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Casey will be, she'll be messaging me soon asking me how I feel. She does every day. She asks me how I'm feeling. Oh, I got you. And like I said, I am grateful for the concern. I am. Well, I love you guys too. I'm going to take care of myself. Okay, I will take care of myself. Right now, I am feeling not good, but like I said, I think it's because I'm just readjusting to the lack of that medication now. So if I don't feel better within another couple days, by the end of the weekend for sure, then I'll let Casey know that she needs to take me back over to see my doctor, my nurse practitioner. Trust me, guys, before I had that procedure done, there were times when I felt a lot worse than what I feel right now. It's just that since I had that procedure done back in September, I haven't had this issue at all. Now, one of the things I had thought I might do is talk to Casey today and have her call the pharmacy and just ask the pharmacist if how I'm feeling right now would be normal for someone who stops taking blood thinner. I know that right now, sitting here, even though like I get like drained and lightheaded and stuff, I cannot, as I'm just sitting here, I cannot, uh, I cannot feel my heart beat as I'm just sitting here. And for 12 years, I felt every beat of my heart in my chest. I can't feel that right now. That's why I'm not as concerned. Now, if I were, all of a sudden my heart started going crazy, I could feel it beating in my chest like it was before, then yes, I would make it straight to my doctor or the emergency room. No, I'm not going to have I'm not going to have Casey call and present me to them as having an emergency situation. Now, Sherry, I've heard that before. I have heard from other people that I know who have had heart attacks and open heart surgery and stuff that they had no clue. They had no pain. But one thing I can say is like my heart valves work fine. I have no heart disease, none of that. My situation was just that my heart jumped out of rhythm, but it did several years ago, I believe. Well, I know it did, and so it's something I've had to deal with. But as far as the heart muscle is concerned, my heart muscle is okay. It was just beating out of time, and I think it's beating regular now. I don't feel it acting crazy. I just get a little lightheaded when I do stuff. I get lightheaded. So, but my heart itself feels like it feels different than it did, just a little while back. So that's exactly why I don't have as much concern. There was a time that when I actually thought it was possible that I may have had a previous heart attack and didn't even know it. Now, see, Sherry, I have a similar motivation because I was going to say, I don't want Casey to have to come over here because I didn't respond to her for a couple of days. You know what I mean? You don't understand what, Sherry? Oh, Amazon must have a new low price for me because my listening device over there just told me I have a notification, and that's usually what it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. It's hard to understand. Now let's see, I've got one, two, three, four sets of those leaves to finish up. Well, then I'm going to have to look very carefully inside for more individual leaves that might be sticking up because this is pointed out this way. Like I said, this one's pointed out this way, and I can see a leaf right there that is this leaf right here. I was going to ask you what you're going to be coloring on, Dee Dee. I'm going to go ahead and color this leaf right here because I know it's supposed to be the same thing. Oh, okay. See, look right here, guys. Oh, here's another. See, there's another one of those leaves right there, I think. Yep. Oh, now see, I am starting to get to where I can look for the pattern once I can figure out what is what. Now I think that might be all of these leaves that were on the inner part, because this is this. So I still have 4 more sets to color on the outside edge. And I think that is probably going to be all of those flowers complete with their leaves completed. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it sit for today, guys. Whoops, moved it too much. It's kind of hard to get the whole thing on there without messing around a lot. Thank you, Dee Dee. I think it's looking good. I don't think I realized that it's actually as complex as it is. Like, in other words, the way things are shifting positions. I don't think I realized it was going to be as much like that, but I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be doing a farming simulator tonight, midnight. Thank you, Sherry. All right, everybody. We'll do it again on Monday. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Some of you I will see tonight, others I will not. We'll do it again on Monday, everybody. Until then, God bless.